The Thabo Bester saga. The NPA has withdrawn the murder charge against Nandipha Magudumana's father.
I understand your wish.
I think it's really important that Eskom's communications should be clear, not confusing, not full of techno jargon, not gobbledygook, but plain English.
Mixed messages after Eskom apparently tested stage 7. What did the police find in the home of the suspect who tried to kill Japan's Prime Minister? Hello, I'm Jane Dutton. This is Eyewitness News.
Accused number 2, you are in custody. You are admitted to a bail of 10,000 rands.
The NPA has withdrawn the charge against Nandipha Magudumana's father. Zolile Sekeleni is not allowed to contact any witnesses and must also check in at the local police station once a week. Sekeleni is accused of aiding convicted rapist and murderer Thabo Bester's escape from the Mangaung prison in May last year. He's due back in court on the 16th of May.
All four are accused of aiding and abetting the escape of convicted killer and rapist Thabo Bester from the Mangaung Correctional Service Centre here in Bloemfontein in May last year. Before proceedings could get very far, the court heard from State Advocate Sello Matloko, who requested that Dr. Nandipha Magudumana reveal her face as she had covered herself up with a mask and the hood of her jacket. The magistrate ruled in the state's favor, saying it is important for her to be seen for the purposes of identification. The matter has been postponed to the 3rd and 4th of May, when Magudumana and the 2 others will apply for bail. The state has stated on record that it would not be opposing bail. Sekeleni will only return to court on the 16th of May, where he will join the 3 others and Thabo Bester when he returns to this very court for a second court appearance. Eyewitness News in Bloemfontein.
Loyisa Nkokhle, former ANC councilor, was shot and killed in Philippi in the Cape Flats. Tembenkosi Pupa, also a former ANC councillor, was shot and wounded and is currently receiving medical treatment. The 2 were in Philippi to engage the community who've occupied the local station and railway corridor in the hopes of negotiating their relocation. Nkokhle became known in 2010 when he led the poo-throwing protests, transporting portable toilets from informal settlements and dumping their contents at key landmarks around Cape Town, including Cape Town International Airport. Did they or didn't they? Eskom has denied claims that load shedding surpassed stage 6. It emerged that Eskom had taken more than 7,000 megawatts of electricity off the grid. Experts believe this is the equivalent of stage 7 and possibly higher. The Power Utilities interim spokesperson Daphne Mokoena says Eskom implemented stage 6 load shedding coupled with stage 4 load curtailment. Load curtailment is targeted at reducing consumption by large energy users.
I think it's really important that Eskom's communications should be clear, not confusing, not full of techno jargon, not gobbledygook, but plain English.
And it's not even winter. Some experts are warning that the situation could get worse as demand peaks in the colder months. The arms deal corruption trial against Jacob Zuma has been delayed again as a result of the former president bringing a new application for State Advocate Billy Downer's removal. Zuma made another appearance at the Pietermaritzburg High Court. The last time the case was in court, Judge Piet Koen, who had been presiding over it, recused himself, and Judge Nkosinathi Cili has now taken over. It had been postponed to today for the resumption of the trial proceedings, but Zuma's now brought another application aimed at getting Downer kicked off the case. A particularly blue Monday for Tshwane. 2 trucks collided and caught fire, causing traffic chaos on the N1 this morning. One of the trucks was carrying hazardous material. A victim was rushed to Steve Biko Hospital, and parts of the city remain without water. The city's been experiencing interruptions since last week after a cable theft incident led to a power outage at Randwater's Mapleton pump station. While the repairs have been completed, residents are expected to be without water for a few more days to allow the system to stabilize. Police have raided the home of a 24-year-old man who threw explosives at Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida on Saturday. They removed more than 10 boxes containing relevant materials. Kishida had to abandon a speech as bodyguards tackled the suspect, Ryuji Kimura. The attack came 9 months after former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was assassinated. Kishida is promising maximum security for G7 meetings in the country next month. And that's Eyewitness News with me, Jane Dutton. I'll see you again tomorrow. Like and subscribe.
Eyewitness News, in touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, log on to ewn.co.za or ewn.mobi.